It's the final few seconds before the lights go out and the race to the podium begins. You know this battle will be won off the track as well as on it. You've studied your tactics, anticipated every move like a grandmaster. You've researched and analysed, modified and fine-tuned to perfection. You have honed your instincts to give you an edge over your rivals. Your drivers focused, your team ready. The championship in the balance. First past the checkered flag, the goal. Epic victory or ultimate failure. There is only a heartbeat between them. MotorSport Manager. Take control.
Right, welcome back to Snail Pace Racing. I apologise if you've got any interference of noise in the background, but there seems to be a car alarm going off on our road. Right, we're going to carry on where we left off last week, and that we're going to take part in the Yokohama GP. So we continue to it. Now, as you know, there's no parts we can change here, so we just leave well alone there. Nothing we can do. It's going to be rain and qualifying, but practice and race is going to be clear. I don't think we get much time to do any testing for qualification, so we won't bother with that. So make our way to Japan. Whilst this is going in there, Johnny Vee got in touch and said that you might have to be careful you don't have a designer when you come to design the next year's car. I'm going to take a chance. I thought about it. And so what have I got to lose? And apart from the fact we will all know, as the alarm stopped at last, we will all know whether you need a designer if you've got no parts to design, whether he does, or he or she does anything to the car itself. So I'm going to leave that. Mine is going to be a few weeks' time before we find out. Roughly 14 weeks. I think it's 14 rounds here, so don't hold your breath waiting. You might just be a little bit blue in the face. Right, we're going to go with our main two drivers, Faith Anthony and Andre Gomes. Gomes, I think, is my best hope for doing anything in the long term. But neither of them are very good. Neither can improve to what they are now. Right, let's change the setups on both of these. See if we can find a Yokohama Track A, just to give us something to go by, Vancouver. And I will repeat what Johnny has said about every time he's played this. I wish we could have some way of filtering these tracks. So at the moment it's a bit of an annoyance, but it's better than it was before we got this, of course, when we had to start from scratch every time. Right, but both of these are the Yokohama Track A. There's some tracks I haven't got, but I found it's almost as quick to go from scratch to fine tune a track, another setup on the same track. Right, we've got that, so we'll take practice. Send him out now, so look, race trim, yeah, tyre choice, yeah, that's fine. I'm going to send him straight, I'm not going to bother with send them both out together if it's necessary, but it doesn't really matter, they can both go out together. I find myself now doing exactly the same like Johnny does, but I find myself now twiddling the track and I never used to bother. Alright, we'll see what we can do. Let's shove it to 4 times. Just to get these done. There's one lap each to see how close or far away we are from having a good setup. I think the green and yellow looks quite good. Norwich City for the win. I live in Cloud Cuckoo Land. Oh, he's a long way away on the speed. Let's see. I'm going to go this way and see if it gets any closer. I'm going to leave the rest near enough alone. But no, I'm not going to bother with the rest of them. We'll send him out for one more just to see now. This one's even better. Because you've got to remember that the setup a lot of this is the same setup. Will suit different drivers in a different way. Well, oh, see, he's perfect on there, but he doesn't like the downforce. Now, I think it's quite a fast circuit, so we're going to take him back to 1626 and see what happens. It might be a bit too far there. Yeah, we'll try it there. We want to be the speed ratio back. Handle, well, we'll leave that as it is, and we'll give him, or her, sorry, Faith, I'll give Faith one lap as well. And Gomes off to start again. Oh, set to bring him in, but just keep an eye on Faith for when she gets out the pits. There she goes. Go back to Gomes as he's going to be first. And we'll see what happens there. I'm going to simulate all qualifications. I'm not going to take any qualifications manually. Oh, that's no good, is it? We're still no better off there. We're actually improved by 1. So it must mean that the correct setting is somewhere between the two. If we can... I want to knock that back very slightly. About there. And we'll try that. We'll get one more lap. And then if that's good... If that's around 96, 97, we'll go with it. Oh, no, she's liking the downfall. She said, no, did she say she's liking or hating it? So, oh, hating it. So we need to go the other way. So we need to. Oh, well, what we'll do is we'll put that because we haven't changed anything else. So we need to go away. We need to up quite a bit. I would have thought it's quite a fast circuit. I would have thought it might have wanted to be a little bit less downforce, but no, she wants higher. So we'll try then and bring this one back to, and we'll leave handling alone. And again, one lap, 94. So we only want to bring like 2-3%. Bring in Gomes since he's done one lap. So we're already into the last 10 minutes of practice, and we're getting there, but getting there slowly. Bring in, go back to Gomes again. Oh, this, by the way, will be the last one on a Sunday. I will be transferring this to Wednesday, where there should be a quick look at the MotoGP mod on at the moment. Oh, we're good with that. I'm not going to bother to say it, because we've now got so many there, it's just a matter of finding one and twiddling with it a bit. So I'm going to put them on to maximum 12 lap stint. And just let them go round and round and round. That's close enough. We're not going to get it. We might get a bit better, but I think we'll just be playing with it for playing with its sakes. We'll keep losing with me. And I think we're the same here. So let's see what we've got. 97 yet, we'll go with that too. But same thing again, put it on to 12 laps and just get the race trim full. And then we'll just wait for them and see what happens. I'm not expecting anything tremendous. I just want to get a little bit. Anyway, I was saying that this will now go on to a Wednesday. This series, it will be. I'm going to imagine this is going to be a very long running series, because there's one thing I do like about the ice mod, they have filled up, certainly on the Formula 4, they've got a fairly full program of events. That's what I like about the MotoGP mod. It's about 14-15 events every class as far as I can see. Oh, Gomes has put himself off bottom. Anthony, she's still at the bottom. 1.7 bit off the pace. and will be about 1.5 for Gomes. So first dive off me, exactly setting the world alight. 1.5 off her, must soon start moving up the order, I would have thought. Only 2 minutes left, and we're on the last bit now. Well, we're not going to 1 minute, and we're taking 1:27 to get round. We're not going to get much, so we're going to just. Both of these are on the last bit. I'm going to pump both of these up and see if I can get one lap in fairly fast on what's now quarter worn tyres. But the full load is a lot less. Let's see if I can get anything else. Oh yeah, Anthony, she's got off the bottom at the moment. May not last, of course. Oh, and Gomes has moved up, and Gomes has finished. Anthony is on her last lap. She might pick up one more place. Oh, I picked up several places. Right, that'll do nicely. I see I'm using the Ice 18 mod. I'm not going to bother to look at that. I don't really care about these. Sounds harsh, but I don't. I am going to have to take all interviews, though, no matter what's happened. So that's going to make things a bit more difficult. But I don't have to look at the rest of this. No, we're moving on a day to qualifying. Putting what we can. All we got there soft tyres, and the same on this one, just soft tyres. Got no other bonuses yet. First race of the season. Don't expect anything. Don't want to change car setup. And we will simulate the session 40 times. That ain't going to take long. This is one place I can save a lot of time. I don't care if it does rain. If it rains, it rains. In fact, it's just started to rain now. What we got? 16th and 24. But they're nice long races, so I'm not too worried about being near the back. And it's raining here. We'll just get rid of this lot. And they've got to tell me that the team is fairly hopeless. It is at the moment. You can't expect anything else. We're on to race day. Looks fine at the moment. Let's have a look. Yeah, look. No sign of any rain. Looks like it's going to be a warm day. Our voice is going already. And this is going to be a longish video. All these will be quite long. No. Car setup. I want to change the tyres. I'm going on to softs, and we will change on soft. We're trying to do it with one pit stop only. Alright, we've got those done. Now the driver strategy, but there's no refueling in this class at the moment, so we've got to watch the fuel burn a bit. Also, because frankly the reliability isn't very good at the moment either. No, we'll just change that round. We're just waiting for them to get going. And away they go. And we're on Gomes, and we can stay on Gomes for a while. Just getting the tyres warmed up, and we're dropping back. She's moved up one, but Gomes has moved back a lot. Hopefully he will soon warm up and start making his way back up the field. Again, he may not. Oh, the last two places on the grid. Now, a position that I know my good mate Johnny knows quite well. In theory, I think this is built on Formula Ford or something similar. I don't know what the modern formulas are in car racing, but I think there should be a fixed engine, just one manufacturer engine. I don't know if that's been brought in to this mod or not, but there is a lot of work to do to get those in. I better start slowing down. I'll give them to about half a lap of they used half of that fill more than they should have done, and I'll knock the fill back. Now what I'm hoping for is we can actually make up by not having to pit as often. I'm hoping that the other teams make the mistake of starting on super softs and changing onto another set of super softs, which means they must probably have to make 2 changes. In fact, I'm about to bring us back some more. It's strategy here. It's a lot easier at Ryan's because you can quite often time your. Excuse me, my throat is giving me a bit of jip at the moment. You quite often change, so you're changing tyres about the time the rain is due, or that's due to finish, so you can be on the right tyre at the right time. But if we've got a dry race by the looks of it. Yeah, well, up to lap 12 there's no rain. Can't remember which the key presses are to get the weather up. Clouding over a bit after about lap 14-15, but I think I'll change to her. She is leading at these 2 at the moment. And I bet just knock the full use down. We'll bring the tyres up again. I think the first 20 score points in this class, so I want Gomes to pick up another place as yet. But she's 16.7 seconds off the lead, and he is 17.5, so I don't think the lead is actually going to come into it unless she drops a place. A quick look at the leader here. Oh, let's look at that. Way, built quite a good lead there. Let's get back to ours again. I prefer the overhead look. And I don't want to go to 2D. Just a matter. There we are, 2D. So if you've got a fairly poor computer, you can still play this. Below, they do say on ice mod and I think fire mod, it will slow your PC down. If you've got one that's only just up to it, it might just grind to a halt. There's a hell of a lot been changed. Come on, girl. We're down now to. We're now down on about half a lap more fuel use than we should have done. But that's not a problem because we've still got a lot of laps to go. I'm not going to try and work it out. My maths isn't up to that. I think Gomes may just get into the top 20. It's soon going to be the interesting time when the pit stops start. Well, I'm going to run as long as I can on these tyres. I don't want to have to do a second stop in this race, so we've got to get to what, about 25 laps on these tyres really. And we're still dry. Oh, it's getting warmer again. It's cooling off and now and then going to start getting warmer. If cloudy. I think I better just knock the tyres back again because they're beginning to heat up. And hello, I got the phone again. Every time I start to make a video, the phone goes. It's getting to be regular, and quite often it's your internet has been compromised by someone in California and will be shut down within the week. It's a con, by the way. If anybody else gets that, ignore it. It's fraudulent, it's criminal, and it's a con. Alright, well, the pit stop's starting. We're starting moving up the order. I think all the ones on the Super Soft will be stopping the next couple of laps. They have to. Duos, whatever his name is about to stop. There he goes into the pits. Another couple of places gained. No point. 3 more juice used. We should have done. Now who's going to go first? Oh, Anthony. She will have to be pitted first of the two, and there goes some more. Zendel, who was leading, managed to get out before we got there. But a pity. We may well get the other 3 who still got a pit. I quite enjoy these where you've got only a limited amount of fuel to use. It becomes really all down to tyre management. There's another one. One more to pit up the Super Softs. And a lot of them have come back on Super Softs, which is good news. They will have to make a second stop, I would have thought. We should get through the half distance. Well, 4 laps to do, and we can then think about pitting. This is a particularly long circuit also. I can't let them run too far in. And some of the ones on softs in the front of it will be tipping. So we'll be pitting soon. Now it all comes down to, can I hold my nerve? Let's just check there's going to be no water on the track. No, no rain. No, it looks like it's going to be fine the whole race. What the forecast said, and that looks like it could be right. "26 laps to go." Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to get 2 more laps out of these tyres easily. Well, we're just coming into the red, so we're just knocking back again, and we're just about brought the fuel back. I'm not certain how the condition of the cars are. Alright, looks alright at the moment. Yeah, looks fine. Should be okay. I have had some of my off-screen series on this where I've been running them with the cross spanner shaft for quite a while, just because we had to. One to get a win, I recall. Whether we get a win in here is another matter. Sandell is getting away from us again. There's 2.7 seconds there in front of us. There goes some more to pit, and one of them needs repairs. Oh, that's even better news, because that's going to slow them down even more. Well, we're now up to 4. Now, can we just for the hell of it? More tyres. Right, we're pitting out. Pit now, get it done, out of the way. We ain't going to get anything by getting in Getting to the top 3 just for the hell of it, only to lose it again. And I know Gooms is now the top guy, so we will swap over to him. It's probably where she should be now, back in the 21st, but it's just up there, and we're almost out of the full poverty again. Guns has got worn tyres. Now I don't think I can get him 20 laps. We could do 2 laps. We may be able to go on to super softs, but is it worthwhile? No, I tell myself we get over the line here. Up in the 4th, right? We're gonna pit. We could just do it. But I'm going to take for what we're set up for, and we're set up for those tyres. We might play with that a bit later, but get the first race out of the way. I don't want to go quite that high, bring that down and down. And Faith has moved up to 19th, so she's back on the money again. She's in the points again, and he's 20th, so 2 good stops. Shouldn't be so much to do between races now. We've got started now. I'm just going to push her up a bit. Push Gooms on the field just a little bit if we got a little bit to spare. Leave her for a little while on that. And quite a few of my head offers are going to have to pit again. There's nothing they can do about that. Only set us personal best. That's nice going. Hello, safety car. Right, ignore because there's nothing. We're going to gain absolutely nothing by that. So what we will do is take them all down. This is not good news for us. Actually, we did not want a safety car now. I'd rather it stayed green throughout the race. There's times you want a safety, especially if you want to make a pit stop, but if you don't want to make one, it's bad news. Because we were going to pick up a few more places under racing conditions with them having to pit. Now they're getting almost a free pit stop. But there is one thing about it, we'll bring our fuel up nice and high, and we might be able to run hard on the fuel for about another 5 laps or so. Maybe we can get 10 if it, oh, he's heading to the garage already, so we ain't going to get that much in hand. I've got to watch this so I can get these ready to go. If your margin on tyres is not bad to have this, because it saves your tyres a bit, but saves everybody else's as well. Right, I'm just going to push both of those up. Pull them all up here, because they're coming down that final bit now. Just mean our starts are not very good, so we're lost a bit there now. Suspension's showing trouble on hers. And his is fine, so how many laps we've got now? 13 laps. It's going to be touch and go with it. suspension lasts out. Well, it should do, 33. Everything outside is in a bit of trouble. No, we just keep an eye now on our fuel. Check that we've not got any rain. No, we can see through just about the end of the race there's going to be no rain. Even if there is right at the end now, we won't change tyres. But all that hope of getting more places up because of those that had to change, they got away and changed. Gomes is not having a very good time, or it has to be said. Plenty of fuel left. We're going to get fair way in before we have to drop the fuel. But of course, every time, the higher we run the engine, the worse our condition the car gets. So, in theory. We can actually up our tyres again. It looks like it must be getting cooler and we might run them a bit harder. Let's have a look. Put more work on them. Yeah, it's got cool here, so we're having a bit more work on the tyres to keep the temperature up. That's what I reckon it is anyway. I could be wrong. Oh, Gomes has dropped right out of the points now. Oh dear, he's a long way back. Keep it up to. And it's almost got to come off a high engine load. We're just getting ready to knock him off as soon as it gets there. Three, two. Because the last thing I want to do now is run out of juice at the wrong moment. Not there's ever a right moment to run out of juice. She's alright at the moment. I'm poised over the keyboard to change Faith's engine as soon as it gets close, and she's dropped another place. Not good enough. Oh, picked up a place again. And now behind Festi. I wish they had English drivers in there. I might not pronounce the names. I apologise to anybody who know these drivers. Oh dear. Suspension condition low. That's not good. 17%. Well, we're going to ignore for now. We haven't got that many laps to go. We should make it. Oh. We should just about make it. One thing, even with duck parts, it doesn't actually slow you down. It's 17, still 17%. It's a pity it's such a long lap. I picked up a place. But I think in case if she blows up, she blows up. If she can keep going, she keeps going. I'm just bunging Gomes' engine up, and a whole load of them are pitted anyway. Of course I was worried about what she was up to. So we have picked up quite a few places. Can we get a top 10 out of this? I think the answer is probably a resounding no, you can't. I'm not going to up her engine anymore because I don't want to put any more pressure on any of the parts. Still holding 17, huh? And she's in the top 10. Final lap. Oh, well, final lap. Well then, I think we have to push her fuel use up a bit, see if she can just make a top 9. Gotta watch that, because as soon as it turns red. Oh yes, 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 we'll hold it there, we'll get, I think, got 9th, not bad. 9th and 14th, that will do me fine. And no, I'm not gonna upset people by pronouncing his name. One who finished second, my name's Roy. Alright, we're going to run to the next race in a hurry. Just do a few bits and pieces we have to, and next time we'll race again. Should have really took a screenshot with it doing that. Never mind. No rules. There's not going to be any rules broken here. Let's see where we are. We're 7th. So that's not bad. Well, all mentioned us in the fans' comments there. And we just wait for it to load up. One thing, I just slow things down because it's such a big overhaul of the engine. Things do slow down a bit now. Let's see what it's got here. Because none of these can improve. What's that? Top 10 result. The morale of the teammates down, but the teammate also increases morale anyway. So, and she's happy enough. Marketability could be better, but the money coming in is good. We've now got 6.5 million. Don't care what happened anywhere else. And we now get round and have a look at the next race. This will be the way I'll be playing the season. Race first, then do the rest of it. So if you're only interested in the race, just watch the first bit when the race is over. I'm not worried about that. I must respond. And I said I've got to accept all interviews. I'm gonna please our drivers, so I'm gonna push those up a bit. No mistakes, so that's good. We're not worried about the rest of it, so we go in and play around with our pit crew. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna hire him for a start. That is brilliant. That is a brilliant one to get. See what else we got here. Tyres, not so good on fixing, but we don't want that one. I can get rid of that for a start off, but we will take this one. And the last one we got here, tyres are not brilliant, but the red jack is very good, so I'm going to take that one all. That means we can probably get rid of some of these we've got here. I'm just going to see what the mistake ratio is and get rid of the weakest ones. For tyres, well, we've got this one here, which is 1620. That is ridiculous. 19 front jack. Oh, well, this one will go onto the rear jack. Should speed up our pit stops a bit, I think. I think this has got to go. This is the weakest one here. I think we leave the front jack alone for now. We put that onto there. I'm surprised that hasn't moved. Yeah, surprised that hasn't moved. Now, what else we got here? That front jack. Well, that's slightly better. We'll swap over to that. And that's improved us a bit. And that's all we can actually do. All of these could actually go But the one problem is if we don't get anybody else any good next time, we're going to leave those this time and get rid of them all next time. We've got one on week on tyres. We could actually improve that very, very slightly. And that's improved it a bit more. About the best we can do at the moment. Auto manage. Concentration is the best one. Not brilliant, but that will do. Finances we looked at. Oh, check we have got. We put that in there. We'll put as much money as we can towards next year's cars. Oh, and there will be some sponsorship. So we just fast forward. No sponsors there yet. Car repair finish, so we can have a look here, see what we've got going on here. So the gearbox will be 2 days before the next race. HQ is progressing nicely. We'll leave that alone at the moment. Scouting. What are we doing on scouting? Only want young drivers, not only look at unattached drivers at the moment, and we look at fresh ones as they come up. We just take all of these for unattached and young and see it. Oh, I always do that. I hit it too close to the magnifying glass. We should be. Oh, I should be getting there now. We have got a lot of drivers set up to look at. I don't think any of them would be much good. I have noticed that ice does not give you too many what could improve. Like the fire does it, but ice doesn't. Right, that'll do. I'm surprised we ain't got any sponsors. Let's have a look. Oh, there is. Oh, I missed that somewhere. 8 races up front. Well, we'd take that. There's only 8 races. We'd take that and get the money. So we've got be no more sponsorship for a while. Alright, let's fast forward and not a lot is happening at the moment. Some GT stuff going. Oh, there's a couple of messages here we have a look at. I want a helipad. Now, can we build one yet? No, I do not. Helipad does help. No, we can't yet. Not until we get. I think both of these upgrade, and we can't afford to upgrade that. Yeah. You need both of those upgrades to get helipad, so we just have to leave that for now. Nothing much there to put on about. She's worried about the finances. Always worried about the finances, our chairman. And actually we have finished. Yeah, that would be a possibility, but I'm not going to be doing one just yet. So, see what should we go for next. I think brakes next. Get those up next. That'll be 14 days after the next race. That's scouting. Just a quick check through, make certain no more will come through. Here's one. You get a lot of 16-year-olds in this first season coming through. And we're round to the next race. So, let's say, I'm going to take a picture of that. That will be my screenshot. I'll say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, how about subscribing? This will be every week there'll be one race and the build up to the next in that order. So if you don't want to watch the build up frankly isn't that exciting. Oh, until we get late in the season where things start to heat up a bit. Subscribe and you'll see how we get on. I do a lot of farming sim stuff for those who don't know. A hell of a lot of farming sim stuff. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, feel free to post them in the comment section under this video. And with that, as Maven said, cheerio for now. Cheerio.